Hello and welcome to My Retired Life. I'm Scott. I've been retired 10 years. I'm 65 years old. I'm probably younger than this tree, but this tree is huge. And I've been retired for 10 years and I want to pass on stories and information to you, the viewer. So stay with me as I walk closer and get in front of your face. Okay. Today I'm at Kildonan Park, and that's a big, beautiful tree. It's an elm tree. It's got to be 100 years old. Anyway, older than me, and it's still in its retirements, just hanging around, for lack of better words. What I'm here to tell you today is the only one that you have to impress in your retirement is you. That's right. Now, the reason I say that, and the reason it's very important, is it's the same thing as when you are working. You don't go chasing the Joneses to see if they got a new SUV, you have to get an SUV. Don't do that. That's not good. Your retirement is unique and your own. Some people want to travel the world when they retire. Some people want to garden in their backyards and be homebodies in their world and be totally happy. Every situation is unique. And the point is, don't be pressured into any other thing that you don't want to be pressured into. Just say thank you, no thank you. When you start trying to be somebody that you're not, or that you try and keep up with somebody that you want to keep up with, or whatever the case may be, you're going to find yourself unhappy. And we want you to be happy. You have to be happy in retirement. And every unique situation is yours. For us, because we're winter here in Canada is so bad, we go south for our 6 months of the cold. We just don't want it. That's what we didn't sign up for, being up here in the snow, shoveling and blowing snow, or winter sports or anything like that. Now, I quit playing hockey at 55 years old when I retired, because I'm not going to be here in the winter. There's lots of different little things that will eat at you if you start trying to be somebody that you're not. I just don't fall into the pressure of that. They don't know what your financial situation is. They don't know what your personal situation is, what your health issues are. Nobody knows that better than you do. I'm an advocate for retirement, early retirement, because there's only so many trips around the sun, right? So for me, it was 55. But for you, it might be 70. You might want to work till 70. You don't have a retirement plan. Whatever the case may be, you're unique, and it's definitely your choice of what you want to do. And don't let anybody pressure you into anything else. I was asked at one point by a friend, well, why didn't you buy in this certain location where he's at? And I came out straight. I said, because we can't afford the area you're in. We probably could, but then we wouldn't have a life outside of our home there. We could probably make it work, but I wasn't going to bow down to his location, which is a little bit more ritzy than I'm comfortable having. Sure, I could have gone to Scottsdale, which is a ritzier side of Phoenix. Unfortunately, if I would have done that, then my disposable income, the income that I used to go to movies, out for a steak dinner, buy a new camera or microphone or whatever, is gone. So for me to stay where I am is a little more affordable. I'm not a millionaire by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just a guy that worked in a labor job, mostly labor job, for 37 years. And then I retired. It was that simple. That simple. So why would I go to that area just to impress somebody? Just to say I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona, as opposed to where I am right now. Makes no sense. I can drive over there and visit them, but I'm not keeping up with the Joneses. I'm not going to bow to any of the pressure, and neither should you. You're unique. You're very unique. The last thing I'm going to touch on here is don't live somebody else's retirement. What do I mean by that? I mean, just like I said, don't go to Scottsdale because you can't afford it. And there's also another underlying thing here. Mosquitoes. I got mosquitoes out here. Ooh, blood sucking mosquitoes. Anyway, like I said earlier, live your own retirement. Don't be doing things that you can't afford or that you are pressured into or that you just don't like doing. I like golfing. People I know hate golfing. Do I hate them? No. They like crafting. Good for them. I'm happy for them. Be happy for somebody else that's different. Like I say all the time when I talk to retired people in my gated community, I talk to them and I ask them what they do for fun. Some like the clubhouse, some like going swimming, some like the potlucks that are on. Everybody has a different thing. I like photography, I like travel, I like adventure, I like the outdoors because every one of my videos right now is from the outdoors because I like being outside. Fresh air. Could rain any moment. But I'm outdoors. So my point is, if you like sewing or crafting or quilting or fixing up old cars or woodwork or photography, do it. Don't feel pressured that you have to not do it or it's something uh, that they wouldn't do or whatever the case may be and they look down on you. That's not it. When I see somebody and they say I do crafting and they make quilts and our neighbor friend up in Canada is a quilter and she makes the most gorgeous quilts and I know nothing about quilts other than boy that must have taken a long time to do and it's very pretty. Like she's done embroideries with grandkids' names and she's did a cityscape and everything else just out of quilting. That's her hobby. That's what she likes to do. Me, I'd rather go down a hike and path. But am I upset that she's doing it and she doesn't want and she might want me to do it? I'm not going to quilt, but I'll appreciate what she's doing and I'll say good for you. Looks great. Be positive to people that have different and unique things. Some people like studying war history. They read books, they watch movies, they go to museums. Good for them. If you're not careful, you might learn from some of these people that have very unique hobbies and interests. For me, I'm one that wants to take in wealth. I can only take so much in before it comes out the other side, but I try and take in as much knowledge as I can about different things, especially different things that I don't know anything about. So when you're going into retirement and you like doing your certain thing, do it. You don't have to press anybody but yourself. And I'm going to call that done.